Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cassie Elle Talks. In today's episode, we're taking a look at a comic-themed game called Emergents Genesis. In Emergents Genesis, players play as Emergents, superheroes that have saved the world from aliens in the past and are now professors and students at the Phaeton Project, where they learn to grow their skills and obtain gear to be the best Emergent. Players will take turns going back and forth trying to collect new skills, get gear, and also reduce their opponent's health to 0. The last Emergent standing is the winner of Emergents Genesis, so let's go ahead and take a look at this explosive deck builder, Emergents Genesis.
Alright everyone, welcome to Emergents Genesis. I have the game kind of set up here for 2 players. In the beginning of the game, all players are given a deck of 12 cards here. The cards are made up of 3 punch cards and 9 focus cards. Punch cards are used to attack your opponent when played, and they attack with 1 damage each. Focus cards are used to buy other cards in the game, and they have a value of 1 skill each. Skills are the currency used in the game to purchase other cards with. The skills are gained when the card is played. The different areas a player may purchase cards from are the panel here and from the page. The cards in the panel are cards that are cheaper to purchase and can help give your Emergent a boost. For example, Tackle allows you to attack an opponent with 2 damage instead of 1 when played. Clear Mind provides you with 2 skill when played, as opposed to the focus card, which only provides you with 1 skill. The page down here is made up of 6 cards, which are drawn from the shuffled deck called the book. The cards that make up the book may provide your Emergent with more skills, more damage to attack your opponent with. It could also be a card that allows you to counter an attack or defend against an attack. The cards can be action cards, or they could be gear cards, just like these ones. Players are then given their Emergent. This can be at random or chosen, and each Emergent has a special ability as well as a class type, which indicate what type of special abilities that card could provide you. For example, non-stop cards, which have this icon here in the corner, usually allow you to draw more cards into your hand. Cards from the panel and from the page will also have a class type, which may provide synergy with your Emergent. Once all players have their 12-card hand, their Emergent, the panel has been set up with the 4 different types of cards, and the page has been set up with the 6 cards being drawn from the shuffle deck called the book. Everybody has their HP counter. You are ready to play. Each player shuffles their deck and draws a hand of 6 cards. The first player may then play as many cards as they want from their hand in whatever order they'd like. This hand has 3 focus cards and 3 punch cards. We're going to use the 3 focus cards to buy more cards. We may buy any combination of cards as long as we have enough skills to afford it. The card cost is shown in the corner. This card, the bump card, has a skill cost of 3, and we have 3 skill, so we are going to spend them to purchase this card. When we buy cards, we put them into the discard pile, and the cards that we played stay face up. We now have the 3 punch cards, so we're going to play these 3 punch cards to hit our opponent for 3 damage. Once we've played all the cards that we want to play, we discard the rest of the cards from our hand, but right now we don't have any because we played them all. We discard the cards that we played this turn, which are right here, so these are going to go into our discard pile. I forgot to mention that you always want to make sure that the holes are filled in the page, so we refilled it and another bump card came out. If we had any gear cards at this point, we would not have to discard them. Gear cards stay in play. We then draw a new hand of 6 cards and pass turn. We now go to our opponent's turn and take a look at the hand they have. Whoa, we have a whole bunch of focus here. We have 6 focus, so we don't have any punches. We can't attack our opponent, but we can definitely buy some things. So let's see what we can afford. We can afford this card here because we have 6 skill and it costs 6. And what's cool too is this card is a gear card. So if we put this into our discard pile and then we later need to draw cards and this card gets drawn into our hand and we get to play it, this card never gets discarded unless our opponent gets rid of it. So since we purchased this, it goes here. We refill the page like I forgot to do last turn. We have nothing else in our hands, so we're gonna take all of these cards we just played and we put them in our discard pile. The game plays back and forth like this until there's only 1 player left with any health. That player is the winner of Emergents Genesis.
So that was Emergents Genesis. I don't usually like deck builders, so when I first got this game, I was a little skeptical about whether I was gonna like it or not. But actually the art is what first drew me into the game, and I found it to be really neat and very comic booky. It's not like super sketchy. It looks like it came straight out of comic books. And once I started to read through the rulebook and just learn how the game plays a little bit better, I found it to be a lot easier than a lot of deck builders I've played. I liked that they have the setup to make it look and feel kind of like you're in a comic book. There's a panel, and there's pages that come out of a book. I also like that there's a lot of player interaction where you can counter things and you can also defend or attack your opponent. So all around, I thought the game was a lot of fun. I enjoyed Emergents Genesis, and if you think you would as well, feel free to take a look at the links down below. If you like this video and you'd like to see more of my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the IndieGameReport.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Cassie Elle signing out with Emergents Genesis from Urban Island Games.